Alright, hello everybody. It is I, Grannerite, and here we are back with another episode of Let's Play Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Sorry for the late start. Wife's car needed a jump, and just needed to go get it started again. And get the battery charged. So, we're gonna see about... We had one more train mission here. Hello, Mr. Gatling. Hold off the rival gang who want their Gatling gun back. So we're gonna see about getting this little pair of story done. That finishes out.
Nigel wants to make up for things, so he got you a gift.
Okay. Should finish up this set of pair of stories, which is nice.
Right, come have a look at this. Ain't she a beauty?
Oh, well done, Nigel.
Yeah, I nicked it off the gang across town, got them all stewed, and then took it when they was asleep. Here, sir, let me show you. It's jumped.
Oh, shit.
Move!
Okay. Looks like we need to get the gang. We need to not take any damage. Okay. Maybe if I just keep firing. Seems like it keeps jamming though. That's gonna be a pain in the butt. But it looks like we can see him on the map pretty good, so that's good. If we can get them before they shoot us. On top of the houses, too. Well, that's not good. That was a bad time to jam. Too bad though. Well, there's a lot of guys. Well, so we didn't take any damage, which is what it wanted, so that's good. Detach 5 wagons. Is there going to be a train? I assume there's going to be a train. Oh, there's a train. What do you know? God, this thing keeps jamming. 1. 2. 3. You could really see him quite far up ahead, though. That's pretty funny. Get out of here. 4. Can't see this one yet. 5. Yeah, hey, we did it. That one didn't destroy to the explosion like the other one did. Defeat the attackers. Alright, I think we can do that. Have they now? Seems like a bit of a problem, doesn't it? Was that it? I think we defeated them all. Well, there's more coming, of course. Not the horse. Not that I think. Destroy the dynamite crate. Okay. Attach the wagon. Hop over here.
Nigel, they're commissioning the Royal Artillery. We may have to wait.
Well, that wasn't too bad. I didn't expect it to jam as much as it did. That was a pain in the butt.
A letter. For me.
And there's another one. Well, this is not. That's the crate escape. That's something else. What's this? Gang upgrade. All right. Well, I think we're done with that. Our next mission was down here. It's gonna be quickest to go to this fast travel. Well, that show we had 6 skill points? 4 skill points. We'll go ahead and get Intimidation. And we'll get Throwing Knives. Knife Master here. Looks like we're doing good here. That one must be glitched. It keeps saying, ah, it's new. Same thing with these new other outfits anyways. Alright. So there's our next story mission that we're doing here. And there goes another crazy carriage glitching out because someone was on the street. The origin of the syrup. Jacob prepares to infiltrate the asylum to reveal the creator of the soothing syrup. Alright, here we go.
I have told you before, sir, I had nothing to do with that anonymous article. Nothing, I say.
That is a lie, sir. And you know it.
Bah, I don't have time for this nonsense.
Nonsense? It is my name and reputation you have willfully besmirched, sir. My very name.
Bah!
Bah! They pulled the door handle off.
That is Richard Owen, a vile, despicable wretch of a man.
Really? I could have sworn you were close friends.
Mr. Owen works at the asylum. He will know who made the syrup. Get him! Get him!
Okay. We need to hijack the carriage. Right trigger to jump. Okay.
Whatever Darwin is paying you, it...
Damage the cart to scare Mr. Owens.
None at all. Bah, if you're trying to intimidate me, you're wasting your time.
I've always wondered how much of a beating this type of vehicle will take. Here I come! I take this! I just have a questions for you, sir.
Whatever it is Darwin wants, I will not give in.
What about Starrick's soothing syrup?
Soothing syrup? Why would a scientist have any interest in panacea?
I wager your life, Mr. Owen, that you... Next stop, the River Thames. Better speak now, old man.
Stop! For pity's sake, stop, or I will tell you everything I know. Dr. Elliotson, Dr. John Elliotson. He formulated the elixir. He's the man you want, not me. I beg you, good sir, stop this madness.
Now, was that so hard?
Yes.
All right. That wasn't too bad of a mission. That was pretty quick, actually. Ooh, the reinforced gauntlet schematics. Very nice. All right, well, did that give us everything we needed on that one? John Elliotson is what it just let us know. Target bio. The son of a chemist and apothecary, John Elliotson attended Jesus College at Cambridge, which might explain his panache as a prophet. Unfortunately, he chose mesmerism to preach. Forget the Virgin Mary. He cavorted around with the mesmerized twin sisters who he believed could see diseases inside each other. They sound fun. Suffice to say, he was not long for respected medicine, which I might add at the time thought leeches were surgical instruments. One had to try really hard to be outside that box of horrors. Although he tried to weather the bumps with phrenology, Elliotson's practice declined until he was virtually penniless, at which point Mr. Starrick approached him with an offer he couldn't refuse. Good to know. So we had got the reinforced gauntlet upgrade, or schematic here. Richard Owen, who we just had inside the thing, born 20th of July, 1804. Sir Richard Owen never learned natural history in school growing up, which may have been his first mistake in life. He studied to become a surgeon at the University of Edinburgh, found work at the Hunterian Museum, cataloging plant and animal specimens, and was elected to the research arm of the Zoological Society of London in 1830. He was the youngest and most active member of the group, by which I mean he did lots of work, not that he was a jogger. By the middle of the 19th century, scientists were theorizing about the presence of the divine in natural sciences. Owen threw his hat into the proverbial ring by publishing papers outlining his theory on the origin of Earth's species. In essence, Owen believed that the changes observed in animals occurrence as a response to their environment, and that all species not only share a common archetypal ancestor, but that all species are progressing towards an idealized form, with humans already reaching their apex. From apes to apex, that would make a nice title for my autobiography. Oh, and if it doesn't make a lot of sense to you, don't worry, Owen's contemporaries felt the same way. Owen developed a reputation for overreacting to criticism in response to anger, crossing the line of acceptable behavior and discourse in the scientific community. This was evident more than ever in his scathing reviews on The Origin of Species, published by Charles Darwin in 1858. Owen stood by his own theories, even as his contemporaries came to embrace Darwin and natural selection. Feeling alienated from his peers in the field of biology, Owen focused his efforts on, among other things, establishing the Natural History Museum, which he did in 1881. He was knighted 3 years later and promptly retired, which is what I will do when finally the old bird knights me. By the time Owen passed away in 1892, he was remembered for little more than his opposition to Darwinism and his misplaced ego. But before you could go knocking him, keep in mind Richard Owen coined the word dinosaur. Let me see you top of that. Good deal. All right. So if I'm going to hop back up here and go to our progression tracker, we're in sequence 4. And so we have cable news and the crate escape here in memory sequence 4 left to do. And we finished the train hideout missions and got 100% of all of those. So that's awesome. So I think we will switch to Eevee. Let me do that. 2 skill points currently available, it says. We have a new cape in here as well. We'll get you Gunslinger. Just keep working our way down at this point. And let's go to cable news, which our fastest way to get there is to go here. And like I said, we're moving forward with the story because we're just getting other unlockable weapons. I know there's an electric grenade, and I'm sure there's some berserk something or poison something. There's always something like that. At least there, has been in the past several games. See if it continues, I guess. Alright, here it is. Cable news. Jacob and Evie visit Alexander Graham Bell and learn of a new memory. Okay.
Ah, Jacob. Miss Fry, how good to see you. Oh, have you seen Starlick's latest lies?
Lies in a newspaper?
What transpired from the new line you're establishing?
Oh, the cables we ordered never arrived. And then we intercepted this. A message mentioning cargo seized at College Wharf.
Then let's unseize it.
Oh, wait. Another intercepted wire contained the recipe for a powerful hallucinogenic serum. I've adapted this dart mechanism to work with your bracers.
Interesting.
Alec?
You're a genius.
Well, that patently is untrue. Although I've also discovered that the serum adopts a form of a gas when subjected to heat.
Just when I think you can't surpass yourself.
Alright. What? There's a chest here? Locate the missing crew. So what's this? Okay, that just refills darts. Interesting. I don't see any optional objectives yet. So how do we equip this? It's all the way over here. Okay. I'm guessing we're going to need to use this. Let's go up. Being up is nice. Use darts on fire sources near enemies. 0 out of 9. Okay. Like this one? Doesn't seem like I'm going to hit it though there. Maybe if I can get behind him. Well, that works. That one didn't quite work. Loot the cable lines. And I'm out of darts now. I don't want to use Eagle Vision to locate the cargo yet. I want to get the optional objective and use darts on enemies near fire sources. Oh, hi. That missed, didn't it? Ow. I say, it looks like I might get one more. We get that completed. Now we'll pull out our trusty old throwing knives. Get out of here. I guess I can't loot it while they're fighting. Hey, buddy. All right.
There's trouble on the docks, lads! We need to get this load to Derek now!
All right, well, I guess we're going to stop that.
All done.
Of course, the one that we ended with was furthest away from the docks. Oh, barely made it.
There's a trespasser out! Come back here!
Poison. I'm sure Mr. Bell will find this most interesting.
Well, looks like we got poisoned. Maybe. The game is really acting weird. That's for sure. Seems we're over it now. All right, well, back to Alexander Graham Bell's workshop. Well, that's not where I wanted you to go. I guess we could have just went down. Let's get to the street over here and we'll grab us a carriage. Maybe. It has people inside. We won't hijack that one. All right.
Oh, careful there, Mr. Bell.
Every worthwhile endeavor is fraught with dangers, my dear friends. None more so than yours. But you have triumphed once again. How do you know? We have entered the age of communication, remember? We've already received word from Greenwich that the shipment has arrived safely, thanks to you.
Have you discovered what else is in that shipment?
Indeed. I'm afraid that Starrick's poison has found its way onto the open market.
If he believes that will stop us, he is mistaken.
Good deal. And a new upgrade available. And a skill point. Gives us a discount on hallucinogenic darts and certain firework vendors. Okay. It's other stuff. So now we can get medium dart pouch and the dart upgrade. Well, as of right now, let's carry more of them. We don't have the schematic for the large dart pouch. Alright, it tells us how to use darts. What's that all to do on that one right now? Progression per cracker. Oh yeah, looks like next we need to do the crate escape. Okay. The other ones are locked still. So the crate escape was on the train. Yeah, we're really clocking through these missions. This is already our 4th one for this episode. Oh, let's collect our income. Be good. Income chest is empty. Why is my income chest empty? Has it not been 30 minutes yet? Evie has a lead on the location of the Templar's Piece of Eden.
Another exciting night home for Evie Fry.
Just on my way out, actually. I found the Piece of Eden.
What's this one going to do, Heal the sick, deflect bullets, control the populace?
They're dangerous objects, Jacob, especially in Templar hands.
You sound exactly like Father.
If only. Lucy Thorne is expecting a shipment tonight. She's Starrick's expert in the occult. I'm nearly certain she is receiving the Piece of Eden Sir David Brewster mentioned.
Sounds like fun. Mind if I join you?
Promise you will stick to the mission.
I swear.
The contents of that box are worth more than your life and those of your entire family. Do you understand?
Yes, Miss Thorne.
Careful there. And double the guard on that cart.
Now, Miss Thorne, there's the matter of some papers for Mr. Starrick. If you'll just come this way.
Very well, but make it quick.
Whatever it is she's after, it's in that chest.
There are gunmen on the rooftops.
Can you dispose of them before I reach the cart?
I was hoping for a challenge.
Search the Templar chest. Okay. Just take care of a couple of them. There was one more, wasn't there? I didn't see any optional objectives there, so.
Did you find it?
Actually,
There he is!
I think it's best we leave.
what did you do?
It's hardly the time for questions.
Whoa! Come on! Don't go. Can't hide from me.
What are we supposed to...
Defend the chest, okay. Doesn't seem like it's given us anything else that we need to do though right now.
Read them! If only we had the time!
Press Y to quick shot highlighted enemies, okay.
I'm trying not to stop the car there. My sister can dodge bullets too.
Oh, that's nice.
Wait till you gather my
Seems like we can flip these if we shoot the horses. Oh geez, that was a lot of shots.
We need to get this crate back to a safe place!
What do you think I'm trying to do?
As a guess, I'd say kill us both!
Come over here and get us then.
Ah!
Come try and knock us off the cart then.
Look at him go. Says there's somebody like right behind us, but there is not.
Doing fine. Let's go.
Odd. Oh, is it this guy who's stuck in here? No, it's just a hat.
Then where's your piece of Eden?
Get us out of this!
We're going to have to jump.
What about the chest?
Leave it. Jump now.
I didn't realize I went out the wrong side of there.
Well, that was fun. Thanks for the invitation.
Let's do it again.
Damn it.
Cool beans.
up the train for you. Lack of paint, new rugs from Camden Loch, and my wee sister, the seamstress, did a discount on the curtains.
Very fashionable.
Seems a letter has come for Jacob.
There's our income, so that's nice. Alright, so what do we have here? Evie's notebook, entry 1. I arrived at Sir David's laboratory too late to recover the piece of Eden. I did not get a good look at it, but he had it hooked up to some sort of machine, which exploded under duress. For his part, Jacob believes I found some ancient pottery that cracked when exposed to electrical charge. Ancient pottery. Unfortunately for me, the subsequent explosion in the laboratory means I cannot disprove the hypothesis. If we had timed our missions even a few hours sooner, I would be holding the proof in my hands even now, but I know what I saw. I also had the opportunity to observe the famous Lucy Thorne. She was more interested in speedy results than the actual object they found. I suppose it's to be expected from a Templar that she would focus more on gaining power than gaining information. Still, she does not seem to be a woman to be trifled with. I'll need to proceed carefully. What if Sir David told me if what Sir David told me as he died is true? Miss Thorne is either in possession of another piece of Eden or knows where one is. Jacob and I have come to London to find it. It would be more truthful to say that I have come to London with that aim in mind. I'm supported by Mr. Henry Green, an assassin from our brothers in India. Jacob is more interested in a scheme to use London's gang to take control of the city of Temper Control. I told him it was a plot worthy of Ezio Auditore himself, and he looked at me blanking and said, "Who?" At least this will keep him occupied while I attempt to locate Miss Thorne's piece of Eden. Jacob has a tendency to act rashly when he gets impatient. He calls them the Rooks. Added later, it has taken the bribing of several of Mr. Green's London contacts, not to mention intercepting messages meant for Templar agents, but we have determined that Miss Thorne does not yet have the piece of Eden. That much is good news. However, she's expecting a delivery to the London docks, which she will collect personally. Whoever it is, I must get to it before she does. Good deal. So here in sequence 4, we now have this one unlocked. So what's this other one that's locked right now? Is that this letter they keep referring to? We have another cape unlocked here. And then in our database, we have enemies, Lucy Thorne, which I think we already read about. This is the same thing from the previous one.
Evening, Evie. I could do with a tipple of gin, I could.
The cane gives you an undeniable air of joie de vivre.
I would assume that the other mission we don't have unlocked yet is the assassination mission.
Seems a letter has come for Jacob.
Is that the sequence 8? Suggested level 7, which we are.
Good day, milady.
Heard you had a run-in with Lucy Thorne. Best of luck with that.
Why won't you go across there? Come on. Did we get we got a new assassin gauntlet, didn't we? But it's not in here.
Oh, it's you.
So we'll craft and upgrade it. And then we'll get ourselves another gang upgrade here. Let's get this Swindler one. And then we'll get ourselves the little rooks. We're getting very close to getting all these purchased already, which is very nice. And we'll get delivery service too. Might as well. More barrels around town. Yeah, I'm not seeing this next memory yet, so we must not just have it yet.
Seems a letter has come for Jacob.
So, Evie's search for the piece of Eden continues as she examines the notebook recovered from Miss Thorne. Okay.
You may have not found a piece of Eden, but this material is invaluable. Look. It says the London assassins had found a shroud.
The Shroud of Eden is supposed to heal even the gravest injury. If the assassins had found something like this, surely Father would have known.
There must be something we're missing.
Something only we can see. These look like directions. Are you coming?
Fieldwork is not really my speciality.
We found a clue to a precursor object. Don't you want to follow it?
Put that way, one can hardly refuse.
Alright, we're going out with Mr. Green. Find the Jackdaw sculpture. Okay. New database entry here. The Shroud of Eden. The first civilization created many strange and powerful objects, which we refer to as pieces of Eden. We've discovered apples, strange spheres that can manipulate minds, powerful swords and staves, as well as some other objects that are a bit less impressive. Perhaps one of the strangest ones has to be the Shroud of Eden. Civilians notice the object as the Shroud of Turin, which some allege is the burial shroud of the Jesus of Nazareth. On the surface, it's a white linen cloth stained with blood, with the imprint of a man who appears to have been crucified. What we know of this object has been pieced together from various sources. Genetic memory stolen from Asturgo's Project Legacy by the hacker collective known as Uridito, and the semi-coherent ramblings of the assassin Kazmarek, who was driven insane by prolonged exposure to the Animus. It apparently has the ability to heal severe injuries, but we do not know how. It has ties to a precursor named Consus, but we've not been able to dig up anything about him. Early reports of the artifact are hidden within myths and legend. The golden fleece of Jason and the Argonauts, Joseph's famous multicolored coat, and it allegedly helped David fell Goliath. Yet its most famous owner is undoubtedly celebrity carpenter Jesus, whose resurrection was apparently facilitated by the Shroud. It bears mentioning that other than Jesus, there are no reports of any piece of Eden capable of bringing back the dead, and until I see it for myself in an animus or otherwise, I remain a complete skeptic. To me, it's just a fancy napkin. Dead is dead, no matter how much I wish otherwise. The object's been stolen back and forth between the Assassins and Templars over the centuries. The last reports was that the Templars had managed to acquire it in the 40s and have it stored away. Being the ever-imaginative sort, they refer to it as Piece of Eden number 66. Although it might not be the sexiest piece of Eden out there, it's certainly not a laser sword or a mind-controlled ball or a Hoover spoon. I've always been curious to know more about the Shroud. I'm glad to know there's at least one more out there. Hopefully we get to it first. And then in the progression log, we have more in Evie's notebook, entry 2. Every time I look at what few papers I have managed to salvage from the collection of Miss Thorne I acquired, I am angry at Jacob. If it weren't for his interference, I would now be sorting through the wealth of information, like to which I've never seen before. Then at least I have the notebook, several papers I found tucked inside. I also take comfort in the fact that Miss Thorne does not have it, though I was so certain that she would be receiving the piece of Eden itself. Let this be a lesson to not rush to conclusions. Mr. Green has moved some of his books from his curio shop to the train so that the resources, as we analyze the notebook's contents, it's nice to have the company as I work.
Do you know, I think this map may be taking us to the Kenway mansion.
Kenway? The pirate?
Master assassin and pirate, yes.
There you are. How much do you know about the Shroud of Eden?
It's said to heal the sick. Popular myth is that it brings people back from the dead, but the assassin records say that's not true. I've never heard of one being in London, though. Do you really think Edward Kenway could have found one?
He traveled extensively, so it's possible. But if he did, he kept it a closely guarded secret.
But if it's true, what a find it would be.
Indeed. I'm eager to find out myself.
Excuse me.
It's surprising that you haven't already searched the Kenway house.
And there it is.
I think this is it.
I think you're right. Look.
I'll be in the study. I don't want to be interrupted unless you have news of the lost notebook.
That makes getting in a challenge.
You still intend to enter?
If this is a Templar stronghold, it won't get any easier. Don't worry. We'll stay well away from Miss Lucy. Shall we? Can you check over there?
Discover all of Kenway's memorabilia collection. Okay. Kenway Mansion. The pirate-turned-assassin Edward Kenway returned to England with his young daughter Jennifer in tow. Upon receiving a pardon from Lord Robert Wapple, he moved to London in order to work with the assassins there. Once there, he met Tessa Stevenson Oakley, the daughter of his landlord. Using her family connections, Tessa helped Edward purchase a manor in Queen Anne Square. They were married soon after and had a son, Haven. The Kenways weren't like other well-to-do London gossip families and were a frequent subject of gossip. Edward was rarely seen, often traveling about the city and Europe on mysterious business. Haven was schooled inside the mansion and rarely allowed to speak to anyone outside its walls. But there was one frequent visitor to the household, Edward's business associate Reginald Birch, who began to court Jennifer much to her dismay. Jennifer knew the truth about her father's past, and when she discovered that Birch was a Templar who was after his secrets, she tried to warn him. Birch sent mercenaries to the Kenway mansion. Edward was killed, and Jennifer was sold to Turkish slavers. Obviously, oblivious to the truth, Tessa Kenway allowed Birch to become Haven's legal guardian and take him away while she remained in London to oversee repairs to the mansion. She died alone 12 years later, allegedly from a fall. Years passed, and Haven, now a Templar trained by Birch, found Jennifer in Damascus. The siblings confronted Birch in Troyes, France, and killed him. Jennifer turned to London and took possession of the mansion in Queen Anne Square. Although she and Haven kept in touch, she was a bit bitter that her brother chose to remain a Templar, despite learning of Birch's treachery. She became quite the recluse. Her only visitor of note was a young Elise de la Serre, who was visiting London on something of a soul-searching trip. Out of respect for Haven Kenway's accomplishments, the Templars made no attempt to claim the property while Jennifer was alive, despite their beliefs that there were many assassin secrets still hidden inside it. After Jennifer's passing in 1805, the order quietly purchased a lot. It's not known what, if any, of the Kinways hid there, if even its locations remained mystery of the assassins for many years. Okay. Find Kinway's secret. It looks like we can get in there. Alright, it looks like there's a bunch of little things scattered about. Something here.
Another assassin artifact.
Examine the room for clues. Oh. It's whatever that's about. Looks like there's another entry point down here. Hi. So there's a ship here.
That looks interesting.
The villainess. Where did she go?
So a chest there. I don't see anything else in here, though.
I know you're hiding. I'd hide too.
Pair of pistols here.
This thorn is quite the collector.
So before we examine the yellow thing, we want to examine everything else.
I can't believe they've kept all of this.
So I'm not seeing anything else that way.
Something from Edward Kenway's time.
I don't even know what I'm looking for.
So I don't see anything here. There's a map here.
This should belong to the assassins.
And then our last thing is there was another ship or something below us. And a chest. So we'll get the chest while we're here too.
I wish Father could have seen this.
If I can. Maybe we come back to get the chest. It seems like it's underground.
What are we looking for?
I'm not quite sure.
D-A-D-E-F-D. 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 Okay. So D-A-D-E...
Not enormously subtle, is it?
Clearly, Kenway had a strong sense of spectacle.
Yo, do, 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 will. It's one of the sea shanties. So chest here.
This is incredible.
The history of the London assassins. Bolt holes, vaults, a hidden key. This is it.
You say you heard music. There was no opening there before.
It's closing!
Yes, I can see that. Help me block it.
We need to find another way out.
Okay. Well, obviously it's the wheel. Escape the Kenway Mansion.
Filled with assassin history. Left behind once again.
We'll just have to reclaim this one later, or find a better cache.
We? I thought you preferred to stay out of field work.
I was thinking more of you and your brother.
Good deal. So we got another outfit. And then something in the database here. Haytham Kenway, date of birth 4 December 1725, date of death 16 September 1781. As a child, Haytham E. Kenway was given a rather specific and unusual education by his father, Edward. Haytham knew that it was somehow connected to his father's mysterious past, but before he could learn the truth, his family home was attacked. Edward was killed, and Haytham's half-sister, Ginny, was kidnapped. Haytham was adopted by Reginald Birch, a friend of the Kenway family. Birch revealed that he was, in fact, a Templar Grand Master of the British Rite, and offered to both train him and help him find his missing sister. Years passed, and Haytham became a ruthless and efficient killer for the Templar Order. Grand Master Birch was obsessed with the first civilization, and sent Haytham to the British colonies in America to locate a suspected precursor storehouse. His first order of business, no pun intended, was to annihilate the colonial assassin brotherhood, which he managed to accomplish thanks to the traitor Sheikh Cormac. With his Templar allies firmly in place, Haytham began to search for the precursor site located somewhere in the colonial frontier. He secured the assistance of the Kanakahaka natives by freeing several captives, including Kanatio, with whom he had an ill-fated but passionate affair. Haytham briefly left the colonies when his associates located his long-lost sister in Damascus. He journeyed there to free her, and she revealed the mystery behind their father's death. Edward was an assassin, and Birch had killed him for his secrets. The siblings traveled to Europe and killed Birch. Ginny returned to the Kinway home in London, but despite Birch's betrayal, Haytham chose to return to the colonies and resume his duties as Grand Master. Haytham sought to control the American Revolution, but his half-native assassin... but the half-native assassin Connor sabotaged his efforts. Haytham realized Connor was his son with Connettio, and while they made an attempt to find common ground, it soon became clear that reconciliation was impossible. Haytham fell to his son's hidden blade. And we got a skill point. And I think that looks like that unlocked our last memory here in 4. Yeah, overdose. So let's hop back to the train. We have the next mission here.
Seems a letter has come for Jacob.
All right. Inventory. We have gear and tool upgrades. We can get the hallucinogenic dart upgrade 1. So we need schematics to do other upgrades. We have 3 skill points. It looks like everything that we have left costs 4 or 6 to get. What can we get? We'll get this bomb discount. So, a certain fireworks vendor likes it when things go boom. He'll reduce the price of all bombs by 50%. That'll make things be cheaper for us later. Can't get mad science yet because we don't have whatever that mission completed where it's at. That one cost quite a bit. It puts our rooks up to max level, it looks like. So that's nice.
Don't strike a false note.
It looks like we have a lot of things on the map here. Henry Green had oppressed flowers. But I didn't see that listed anywhere. Must be one of these ones that is still locked or something. I don't know. Alright, but this is where we're going to end our episode for today. We do hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.